The future of autonomous vehicles, an overview. Autonomous vehicles, also known as self-driving cars, have been a topic of discussion and excitement in the automotive industry for many years now. The idea of a car that can drive itself has been around for a long time, but only in recent years have the technological advancements made it a real possibility. The future of autonomous vehicles is a topic of much speculation and debate. On one hand, there are those who believe that autonomous vehicles will revolutionize the way we live and work, making our lives easier, safer, and more efficient. On the other hand, there are those who believe that the challenges associated with autonomous vehicles will make it difficult for them to be adopted on a widespread basis. In this article, we will take a look at what the future holds for autonomous vehicles and if flying cars will be the next big thing. We will explore the current state of the technology, the challenges that autonomous vehicles face, and the potential benefits that they could bring. The current state of autonomous vehicles. Autonomous vehicles have come a long way in recent years. The first self-driving car was developed in the 1980s, but it was not until the early 2000s that the technology started to gain traction. In recent years, the development of autonomous vehicles has accelerated, and several major automakers have invested heavily in the technology. Today, autonomous vehicles are already being tested on roads, and some companies are offering limited autonomous capabilities in their vehicles, such as self-parking and adaptive cruise control. However, fully autonomous vehicles that can drive themselves without any human intervention are still in the development stage. There are several key technologies that are necessary for autonomous vehicles to be able to drive themselves. These include sensors. Autonomous vehicles need to be equipped with a variety of sensors, such as cameras, radar, and lidar, to be able to perceive their surroundings. Processing power. Autonomous vehicles need powerful computers to process the data from the sensors and make decisions about how to drive. Software. Autonomous vehicles need specialized software that can process the data from the sensors and make decisions about how to drive. Connectivity. Autonomous vehicles need to be connected to the Internet so that they can receive updates and communicate with other vehicles and infrastructure. Challenges facing autonomous vehicles. Despite the progress that has been made in the development of autonomous vehicles, there are still many challenges that need to be overcome before they can be adopted on a widespread basis. Some of the biggest challenges include regulation. There is currently no clear regulatory framework for autonomous vehicles, which is making it difficult for companies to develop and test the technology. Governments around the world are starting to develop regulations, but it will likely be several years before a clear and consistent regulatory framework is in place. Safety. Autonomous vehicles need to be extremely safe in order to be adopted by the public. There have already been several accidents involving autonomous vehicles, which has raised concerns about their safety. Companies are working to improve the safety of autonomous vehicles, but it will take time to build public trust. Technical challenges. There are still many technical challenges that need to be overcome in order for autonomous vehicles to be able to drive themselves safely and efficiently. For example, autonomous vehicles need to be able to navigate complex roads, deal with unpredictable road conditions, and communicate with other vehicles and infrastructure. Cost. Autonomous vehicles are still expensive to develop and produce, which is making it difficult for companies to bring the technology to market. As the technology develops and becomes more widespread, the cost is expected to come down, but it will take time before autonomous vehicles are affordable for the average consumer. Public acceptance. There is still a significant amount of public skepticism about autonomous vehicles, and many people are concerned about the safety, privacy, and ethical implications of the technology. Companies will need to work hard to build public trust and address these concerns if they want to see widespread adoption of autonomous vehicles. Potential benefits of autonomous vehicles. Despite the challenges that autonomous vehicles face, there are many potential benefits that could make it worth pursuing. Some of the most significant benefits include improved safety. One of the biggest benefits of autonomous vehicles is that they have the potential to be much safer than human-driven vehicles. Autonomous vehicles can eliminate many of the human errors that cause accidents, such as distracted driving, drunk driving, and reckless driving. Increased efficiency. Autonomous vehicles have the potential to improve traffic flow and reduce congestion on the roads, making our commutes faster and more efficient. Autonomous vehicles can also reduce the need for parking space, as they can park themselves in tight spaces and even return to pick us up when we are ready. Accessibility. Autonomous vehicles have the potential to improve mobility for people who cannot drive, such as the elderly, disabled, and children. Autonomous vehicles can provide them with the freedom and independence to go where they need to go, without having to rely on a human driver. Improved environmental sustainability. Autonomous vehicles have the potential to reduce carbon emissions and improve air quality by reducing traffic congestion, optimizing fuel efficiency, and reducing the need for personal car ownership.